Assalamu alaikum kids, and a very warm welcome in our today's video. We have completed half of chapter number 3 in our previous lecture. This video is all about the major groups of living organisms given on page number 69 and 70. So at the end of this video, you will be able to discuss the major groups of living organisms, enlist and define the different kingdom classification, and explain the basis of division of those kingdoms. So previously living things were classified into two kingdoms, namely plant kingdom and animal kingdom. The basis of this division was presence or absence of cell wall or chlorophyll. All the living organisms having cell wall and chlorophyll were regarded as plants and placed and studied under kingdom Plantae, while all those organisms having neither cell wall nor chlorophyll were regarded as animals and placed and studied under kingdom Animalia. But a large number of living organisms did not fit clearly into the category of plants and animals. To solve this problem, Robert H. Whittaker in 1969 suggested a new system of classifying living organisms on the basis of nutrition. According to the new system, there are 5 kingdoms of living organisms. The first kingdom is kingdom Monera, which contains all the prokaryotes which fed on variety of methods. The second kingdom is kingdom Protista, which contains all the unicellular eukaryotes which fed by a variety of methods. Kingdom Fungi is the third kingdom, which contains heterotrophic multicellular eukaryotes fed by absorption. The fourth one is kingdom Plantae, which contains photosynthetic multicellular eukaryotes. And finally kingdom Animalia, which contains heterotrophic multicellular eukaryotes fed by ingestion. Ingestion means they had to take the ready-made food through their mouth or the other organs of ingestion. Now, although Whittaker's scheme received widespread approval, it has one major drawback. This relates to the Protist kingdom, which contains all the unicellular organisms, including those that were formerly being regarded as animals, that is protozoans, and those which had been regarded as plants, that is unicellular alga. Other problem was that it meant putting the alga in two separate kingdoms, that is the Protista and kingdom Plantae. This led two other biologists, Margulis and Schwartz, to put forward a modification of Whittaker's scheme in 1989 on the basis of their characteristic features rather than their modes of nutrition. These kingdoms include kingdom Prokaryote, which contains all the prokaryotes, that is those organisms which contain prokaryotic cell in their body. As you all know that prokaryotes are those organisms which contain prokaryotic cell in their body, that is, their cells do not contain true nucleus, and so they lack membrane-bounded organelles. On the other hand, kingdom Protoctista, which is the second kingdom, includes all the unicellular eukaryotes. That means those organisms which has true nucleus in their body, but they have only one cell, that is, their body is composed of only one cell. Kingdom Fungi is the third kingdom, which contains all the organisms that are non-chlorophyllous but multicellular eukaryotes having cell wall, that is fungal cell wall. They do not contain chlorophyll, so we cannot classify them as plants, but they have cell wall. Then kingdom Plantae is the fourth kingdom, which contains all the chlorophyllous multicellular eukaryotes having cell wall and embryonic development. That is, they contain cell wall and that they grow from a seed, that is an embryo, to a large mature organism. Then last one is the kingdom Animalia, which contains all the non-chlorophyllous multicellular eukaryotes without cell wall, but they have embryonic development, that is, their body grow from an embryo, that is zygote, to a large mature organism. So to summarize what we studied in this video, previously living organisms were classified into two kingdoms, plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Nowadays, living organisms are classified into 5 kingdoms. In 1969, Robert H. Whittaker suggested 5 kingdoms of living organisms based on their modes of nutrition. Whittaker's classification had some drawbacks regarding kingdom Protista, and so Margulis and Schwartz in 1989 suggested 5 kingdoms of living organisms based on the characteristic features rather than their modes of nutrition. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.